Hello everyone and welcome to tonight's live. So we'll just wait till people start filtering in and then we'll start chatting. So how have we all been keeping? I hope we're all doing well. Um, I hope you enjoyed today's little video on the series local history that I said that I'd do about Clare Abbey. I hope you enjoyed that. There will be some more videos coming up in the near future on local history, so please stay tuned. Um, but what have I been up to? Well, I was doing a podcast today with Mr. Danny Reese over on Living History UK podcast. If any of you want to go check that out, I am prepping stuff for the Living History UK festival, which is coming up shortly as well. I think it's about 3 weeks' time now, the 22nd of April, at Moira Furnace in Leicestershire, Lancashire, one of them places anyway. I'm not sure. It's Moira Furnace anyway, guys. If you're there, come and say hello. So yeah, so I've had a busy few days. Been flat out carrying out some stuff. I will hopefully be going. Well, I plan on going. Hello, Kenny. How are you? I plan on going to the north next Friday because I have items to collect to bring to England to the festival. Um, I also have to meet my buddy Gary Hall. I have to drop up some stuff that I've traded for it with him, and collect some other stuff that is going to the festival. I have to meet Gabriel and then get some stuff off of him, and Dean as well. Hopefully, I'll be meeting him. So yeah, where is everyone? Put them all on a charge. Well, I'm sort of early for me, so we'll see what time they come in. I didn't advertise this, but I presume people knew. Usually it's 8 o'clock Friday night, but we'll wait and see. We'll give it another 15-20 minutes. If people don't start turning up, don't start turning up. At least you're here, Kenny. At least you're here. So yeah. So I've been literally sorting out stuff for the bloody festival, Good Friday. So maybe with the family. Yeah, they probably are. It is Good Friday. It is Easter weekend. So yes, I've been trying to sort out kit for this festival. And we're getting there. We're getting there. Uh, it's nearly done. We've nearly all done. But obviously there's a few bits and pieces still that need to be dealt with. I just want to check and see is there a drawstring in the middle of this. Hello, David. How are you? Um, I'm sorting out bits and pieces, David, for the festival, and I'm just trying to make sure that I have everything. There doesn't seem to be a draw cord in this one, so I might have to put a draw cord in this. What else? Oh, there is. There is. It's here. It's just here. So that's not too bad. So I'll scooch that up a bit. And make it look somewhat decent, as they say. That's good, Dave. It's quiet night. It is Good Friday, so we reckon people are with their families and stuff. So I'm just going on the camera here, and I'm going to go through some kit that I'm getting ready for the Living History UK Festival. So I'll be bringing that with me. This is my windproof smock. It's the later pattern one, but it doesn't matter. It's the same idea. It's the SAS windproof gabardine material type smock. So that's coming with me. Obviously, we're portraying the Argyles at the festival, so I need to bring that with me. So I need to bring that. Mind the tails. Sorry, I'm just getting notifications on my phone there. Let's see. See, the people telling me they're going to be late. No, it's not. But it has gone out now that I am live, so people might start trickling in. You carry on with your personal admin, mate. Thanks, Dave. Do you know anyone in UK based who can repair a Prick 77 Need them fixed before tumble at war. Timble at war for Lazy Company. The best guy there now is Stan. If Stan comes in, because I know Stan has a contact with a guy that fixes his field phones, his field telephones. Um, I know of a guy in Ireland, but he converts them. He did it with mine, my 77 set and my Prick 6, where he converted them, put a Bofang private radio into them, and they work. So yeah. Oh, lots and lots of spare socks. Spare socks is essential, especially if you're wearing DMS boots. So there are spare socks. Um, you at the Essex Temple gig, Kenny. I don't know. I don't know if he is or if he isn't. So then we have the standard 68 pattern smock. It's also coming with me. Um, so I have a windproof hat, 68 pattern smock, socks. Harry Mary. So I'm going to put that aside because I need to wash and iron that. Woolly pulley jumper. That's coming with me. You are coming to the festival as well. So I need that. One standard issue woolly pulley jumper. Yes, with Lazy Company as Black Horse. Very cool, Kenny. Woolly pulley jumper. General service shirt as a spare shirt. Need to wash that one as well. 68 pattern pants. Need to bring that. Lightweights. They need to be ironed. So there we go. No, that's that not done. I might make that gig. That's from David. Kenny, nice. Hope to see you there. Yeah. No, I am missing my Norwegian though. There we go. Speaking of an accent, it's sure to pass. I'm going to bring that with me in case it gets cold. Because we are portraying the Argyles in '84, just after the Falklands, so we can get away with this. Because there are pictures of them going back as far as '82 in the Falklands. So yeah. The reason we sort of picked '84 was because it's just a changeover period, and some guys, not everyone has the putties and DMS boots. Some guys have the combat highs, so that's the reason we picked '84, so we can do that. Whereas we are also doing an SAS display, so I needed to bring my little 60s, 70s video camera. Made by Kodak, believe it or not. Made in Canada, when not everything was made in China. So yeah, so that's where the little cassette goes. There you go. Put in your little cassette and you record. Kodak Instamatic movie camera. Made in Toronto, Canada by Canadian Kodak Company Limited and registered trademark. So yeah. So, but not everything was made in China. The great smell of DPM. Yeah, it's not too bad actually. It's not too bad. It's not. We're not too bad. Shitty Hurley. Might get a beard on you. For this? Oh, I need to shave. I do need to shave. Kenny. I can't spell his name, but Temple just put a great pic of Lee from your group with a Greek name sergeant from Bad Lads Army. Oh, with the Teriakis or something is his name on the Facebook group page. David. Oh yes, Andrew Johnson. Hello all. Hello, Andrew. Getting gear ready for festival. Andrew will be at the festival, guys. If any of you want to come and say hello to him. Evening. Going to stay at an old auto van bunker in 2 weeks to practice. Oh, cool, Kenny. Nothing. Nicky Arsis. There's the one. That's the one. It is the one. Yeah, so that's the crack. So I did notice actually today though. This is why you need to check your admin and check your kit before you go to shows. I need to put a button on that, and these have actually gotten too big for me as well. And the next size I have are actually that small bit too tight for me, so I'm sort of torn between the two. So I'm gonna bring these and bugger, but I need to put a button on that pants. Yeah. The joys of living history, UK lads, it never ends. The festival, anyway. The joys of being a member of living history in general. There's always something to be done. There is always something to be done. So yeah, but we'll get sorted. Oh, the dreaded DMS boots. So I need to wear these around for a bit over the next few days to get used to them. There's actually a service number on that. 697. Huh. There you go. One on this one. Yeah. 697. Someone, anyone of the service number 697? I have your boots. I have your DMS boots. Yeah, I need to wear them around for a while and try and break them in. Never have you ass hanging out. Exactly. Always good to check everything. We were slagging a friend of ours from another group actually who's gone off to a show this weekend who has forgotten his boots actually. So yeah. So he was getting a bit of a slagging online there a while ago. Breast break them in before they break you. Exactly. It is always good. Now I do have my combat highs and they're fairly broken in. They're fine. I wore them for the whole of the festival last year and they never gave me a bother at all. But my DMSs, I need to bring them and break them in a small bit. Stands full of DTRT and has found headwear that fits. Fair play to you, Stan. Welcome to the party. It's a great site in. This is from Kenny Rebel. It's a great site in Cosgrove Run by a local museum. We scare unwanted idiots away by walking around the site fully armed. Paras train there too. Anchors left. Huh? See, left squad brass all over the place. Ah, okay. My mate is going to the show with us and he is borrowing my uniform, my unworn DMS boots. Poor bugger. Oh, yeah. I really need to break. I need to break in mine. I need to walk around for a bit with him. Wear daps and be. Wear dabs and be excused boots. Like he could technically, if he had a pair of combat highs, he could get away with it. But the consensus, we're all wearing DMS and putties. So yeah. Jude Steins, hello, how are you, Jude? Hope you're keeping well. I hope everything is doing good. So, as I was saying before everyone came in, I hope you've looked at the local history video that I did. Went up today. Um, that went up. I finished a podcast with Danny Reese from Living History UK Festival today. There will be another video coming up tomorrow, and then there's another video coming up on Monday for the Easter Monday, which is the 1916 related one. Tomorrow's one is hopefully you'll enjoy it anyway. So that's what I've been doing over the last few days. I'm also prepping for stuff for the Living History UK Festival. I plan on going to the north next Friday to meet up with Gary Hall and a few friends of mine up there, because I have stuff to pick up to bring over to England for the festival, such as 7 riot shields that we got Gabriel to make for us, and everyone purchased them off of Gabriel, so I have to collect them and bring them over. Yeah, so it's going to be a busy few days for me. I think we're like 3 weeks to the festival, so yeah, so it's going to be all hands on deck between now and then. David, hail the fella with the size 5 head. I think you're talking about Stan there for that one. Jude, something's different. What's different? Oh, this. Normally I don't have these boxes in my way. I actually put them towards the door, so I can put my chair back. So I'm actually sitting sideways. But yeah, it's nothing really major different. Normally I have them here actually. So if I'm watching telly, I can put a cup here and just be watching telly and drinking. So yeah, it doubles as this is actually my table for doing videos on. If any of you see me do my table presentation videos, that's what this is. That's what I do. I actually have a white board on top of it, so that's my table, makeshift table. I've just bought another East German M65 helmet in my size for £35. Very good, Stan. They're getting rare actually now. Them helmets, they're getting very good. David Goodkill covering it or what? Stan, do you know anyone that can fix P or Prix 77s? I was saying it to them, Stan, that I don't know if you know anyone that can fix radios, but I know you have a contact that can fix field phones. So Kenny is looking for somebody to fix a radio that he has. Andrew Johnson, the car will be full of riot shields. Yeah, it will be. I'm trying to figure out how to bring them, plus all my own kit, plus a mannequin, plus a box of stuff to display. So it's going to be fun. Stan, cheers, David. No net, but it was advertised as a World War II American, so probably not. Noticed. Jude Steins, I picked up a Mark 6 turtle helmet today for £20. Seemed like a decent price. It is a good, decent price, Jude, for a turtle helmet. Did you pick that up on Facebook Marketplace, or were you just shopping around or something? I don't know. I don't know, lately, like you had the likes of the local sites like Dundee and Adverts and stuff like them, but I haven't found anything really good on them lately. I haven't found any of them really lately, so I don't know. Sort of disillusioned with those sites, to the truth, because at one point in time they did have good stuff on it, but they don't anymore. It's all tat, really. Fakes. Lots of fake World War II SS and German patches and stuff. So yeah, so it's getting just annoys me at the minute, really. Um, if you need ideas for BW fashion in regard to Model 6, I have lots of era photos. Yeah, Dave is the best lad when it comes to finding stuff like that. Dave, the lovely chap he is. I've met him. I hope to meet him again at the festival this year. I don't know if you're going to come to it, Dave. But he gave me an awful lot of my Cold War stuff, and an awful lot of my Cold War information is both from him and Stan. So they're two Cold War gurus. If you want any information, especially West German stuff, East German stuff, Dave would be very knowledgeable on it. Stan too. Um, Kenny bargain for €20. It is a bargain for €20. They're normally up around 50, €60. Um, Kenny out. That's outside my area. Oh, oh, sorry. I think that's about the radios, Kenny. Um, £20 is a great price. Cheers, Dave. I do like Bundy item. I do like the Bundy stuff as well. It is good. Uh, cheers, anyway, Stan. You're not too bad yourself. I'm not sure which. Oh, about the Cold War stuff. I know a bit more about the British stuff and stuff, but the East stuff, yeah, the German stuff, you were definitely the guru to go to, and Stan. Um, so there we go. Uh, what else have we been doing? Nothing. I've literally been prepping. I've been getting, as I said, I've been getting like stuff together for. We're going, and Andrew and myself. We both have an interest in the SAS and stuff in our banner and things like that. So we're going to put like a tiny little table display. So that would have been a camera that they would have used for surveillance and stuff like that. So that's coming with me. Pocket phone is coming with me, which is this yoke. Whoop, turn it to the way. Which is this, which is the famous radio that the SAS would have used. Also famous on the balcony. This was the radio that the guys used on the balcony. So that's coming with me. Then I have like little pocket fillers. So I have like an RUC warrant card. There's maps coming. It's going to be a good little display. So hopefully it's a good little display. I reckon I love DDR stuff as much as West German kit. I'm in the unique position, I suppose. Well, not a unique position, but definitely a very good position in the fact that I have a full Bundeswehr equipment uniform and I have a full East German uniform. So I put the two of them together, standing together as mannequins, which will hopefully be done in the new man cave, because I have my banner stuff, which is my RUC mannequin and my British soldier mannequin that is behind me here. They're never changed. They're always left as they are. And I do have two other mannequins. I actually have three other mannequins. So I have one that I can change around the whole time. But because of the East and West German stuff, I was thinking of like putting a permanent display together with them on either side of it. And then I have these busts and stuff that I could just change with jackets and prep whatever way I want to do and stuff like that. So we'll see what it's going to look like. Um, yep, there's a lot of kit going with us. Yeah, we are. We have two Jeeps as well, or two Land Rovers. They're going to be at the festival. We're going setting up a comms room. I have an ops table that I'm borrowing off of Danny. That's coming with me. Hopefully, when I get to see Gary, he'll have printed out some paperwork and maps and stuff like that we can stick, and some posters that we can stick to the front of the ops board and stick around the place and things like that. Andrew also has radio chatter because Fozzie's bringing me a radio that I'm actually bringing home with me because I'm swapping him something for it. So that's going to be there, and we're going to have basically a mock ops room set up, and then at the other side of the ops room, we're going to have a table or two with display items and stuff like that. So hopefully it's going to be good. Hopefully it'll look good and stuff like that. Kenny Rebel, East German kit is more comfy and works well too. I've used it for 3 day milsims, love it. I remember most people actually here are the same vintage as me. Andrew, Dave, Stan, a lot of the guys are still the same vintage as me. I might look very young, but I'm not. I remember definitely just prior to the wall coming down and just after the wall coming down, which was around 87, if I remember when the wall came down. 87, 88, 89, one of those three. And everybody from a working background had one of the Bundeswehr parkas. Bundeswehr pants, the moleskin pants, or the shirts, or even the jackets. Everybody had a Bundeswehr one. They were very, very common. They were like a fashion thing. Um, and then the East German stuff started popping around. I can remember one or two guys with the raindrop East German jackets, but more so Bundeswehr. Bundeswehr was plentiful in surplus stores. You could buy it everywhere. You could buy it absolutely everywhere. Um, definitely. I remember that in the 80s and 90s. Um, Bundeswehr parkas and stuff. You can actually see there's IRA pictures or pictures of IRA men on patrol in Belfast wearing Bundeswehr parka jackets with the fur lining and the whole lot of them. Um, Unbelievable kit, like. Uh, West German. I know what you meant, Kenny. Steelhammer Stan. I got a bit of flack on Instagram from my World War II Swedish setup. It's in my shed, so I'm not concerned. Yeah, like, I mean, there's always these twats on every social media site going, that is not correct. Um, just take a pinch of salt. Who cares? It's my collection. I'll do what I want. 89, I was there, well, in Germany. Yeah, I remember watching it on telly. I remember my dad. If it was 89, I was about, I'm not going to give my age away, but I would have been, it was pre-teenage years anyway. And I remember my dad waking me up. There was a few significant things that, like, my dad was big into history, Lord mercy him, because he's passed away since. But my dad was big into history, and I can remember him waking me up, or I can remember him physically getting me to look at stuff because he knew it was a turning point in history. One was taking down the wall. I can remember sitting there and watching them on, I think it was BBC News or Sky News or one of these news channels, and watching these people on top of the walls with picks, and they're trying to chip off pieces of this wall. I can remember watching two guys with an iron bar or with a brazel and lump hammers, and they're taking chunks over this wall, and they're eventually making a hole big enough that they could put their hands through and shake hands with each other on the other side. I remember that. Other historical thing, I can remember him waking me up to watch Desert Storm. Now, I would have been in my early teens, if not middle teens, by Desert Storm, 91. Yeah, so I would have been in my early teens. And I remember him waking me up to watch Sky News, to watch the initial bombing raids, and it was a green, blurry screen. If any of you remember the old original night vision, it was a green, blurry screen, and I can remember watching the tracer rounds just shoot across the sky as Baghdad was being obliterated for the start of Gulf War One. What other things can I remember him? My mother. This wasn't my father, no, but it was my mother. I can remember her coming and getting me to watch the telly when Princess Di was after being killed in Paris. I can remember her coming and getting me to watch that. I remember what I was doing when 9/11 happened. So there was very historical things that happened that my father had the hindsight to go, this is a historical thing. You need to watch this. You need to understand this. And my mother the same. So yeah, so I'm very grateful for that. That they did me did that those things did happen, and that they had the hindsight to make me sit down and watch these things. Like, be like General Grafstein, you will make a fine addition to my blacklist. Um, Andrew, I remember the Bundeswehr shirts were only £2 each in the late 80s. I wore one to school. Yeah, I remember hearing during the cold winter getting a very, very small winter parka, and my dad giving it to me with the fur collar and stuff. And that was my school jacket. Then when I was in secondary school, I actually had an American M69 um, Vietnam era jacket with sergeant stripes on the sleeve, and there was a ghost. I think it was an armor division because there's a triangular ghost marking on the top sleeve of it. Um, So yeah, whatever happened to that jacket, I have no idea. Probably worth a fortune now, but there you go. Um, I remember buying my first NVA magazine pouch back before the DDR even before that war even what before the DDR when the way of a pint. I remember buying my first NVA magazine pouch before the DDR when the way of a pint. Not sure what you mean by that, but I presume that's before the DDR went anywhere. Um, Jim Timber. Had computer problems, so I'm late to the party. No problem, Jim. You're welcome. You're here now. Attention all timbers. Attention all timbers. Hail the timbers. Hail stand too, bro. So yeah. So I remember like there was very. I'm trying to remember what else did the historical stuff that I can remember watching. Um, like my dad, Lord mercy him, uh, he was very good. He was a very good local historian and a very good. He had the hindsight to know what was important and what wasn't important and stuff when it came to daily politics and daily news and things like that. But yeah, I do. I actually a lot of my interest in history would happen to have to come to that man. Come down to that man. He was a very knowledgeable guy. Um, and I do appreciate what he did actually when it comes to history and stuff like that. You all just saying hello to each other still. Hang on a second. Where we go? Jim is saying hello to Stan. Jim is saying hello to Kenny. Dave is it turned to Pish. Whatever turned to Pish. I'm not sure what turned to Pish. Um, Jim is saying hello to Dave. Dave is saying hello back. And Stan is, I think he's on the DDRT. So there we go. So we've all caught up now. So yeah, Dave, are you going to be at the Living History UK Festival this year? It's in Leicestershire, in the Moira Furnace. You're more than welcome if you're around to come and say hello to us. Um, but yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there with all our kit. Um, so we're getting there. I'm just trying to think what it is because I'm back on shift now tomorrow. I'm back working tomorrow, so I'm trying to finish all of this stuff and put it into a box or a bag. But I can't now because I need to put a bloody button on that. So I'm trying to get it all. I'm trying to get it all sorted because, as I said, we've only got like what 3 weeks left before we're at Moira Furnace. Uh, I often shake my own hand when I look in the mirror. Oh, Jim, you're mad as a March hare sometimes. Um, so yeah, so that's the plan. So what we're going to do is I'm going to call it a bit early tonight, guys. So if you want to ask me questions, start asking me now. Have any of you seen the? This is a good thing because I wanted to ask this because it's sort of out of my time frame. But how many of you have actually seen the video that I put up today of the Clare Abbey? And how many of you enjoyed that type of video? Because people have been asking me to do like local history type videos, and I know that video was like, well, when that incident happened, it was 12 something, 1296 or 1226 or something like that. Forgive me, um, and I just want, I'm trying to get gauge what people think of what those type of videos are and what they like, because I could do more of those type of things because you've Bunratty Castle, which is down the road, that had a siege. King John's Castle, which had a siege during the Jacobite Wars, which later went on to the Battle of the Boyne and stuff like that. Very famous in Irish history. Um, beach nearby, we had an American bomber crashed on it. There's a couple of mountains down in Kerry that some planes have crashed on. So I could do a lot of those videos, but I just want to know what people think of them. Um, Where are we gone? I've asked. Unlikely, my friend, sadly. Unluckily, my friend. Oh, Dave, you're sorry, won't make the festival. Sorry. Um, Try your best. Timbers, I've spring cleaned my loft and shed. Loads of polish, Febreze, etc. Smells like a church. Sleeping my stand. I reckon the Abbey video, John, was good, John. Very informative. Oh, good. I presume that's good. Thanks, Stan. Yeah. I tried new video footage as well because I got a drone for Christmas. So it was the first time I've put the drone footage on a video. So I need to work on it a bit more. Um, I'll check out that video, John, as soon as the live is over. John Bro, Darren computer has been real menace today. That's no problem. It's all history that needs being told, John. That's from Andrew. Yeah, it is, but like my channel is based around sort of op banner military history and stuff like. I suppose it is military history. So there you go. Uh, it adds to history, and if you like that content, I will watch it. Oh, okay, that's cool, Dave. Burning, John. There was a British battalion that came to County Clare in the 1600s. I think they came to fight against Cromwell's army. Uh, was a British battalion. There was um, there was French. There was French in this area in Clare, around Ennis Clarkcastle, Newmarket. Around that area, you had cavalry units, and you had French dragoons, and you had Jacobite cavalry. They came to fight Cromwell. Cromwell rolled through here then, and there was a battle fought further up in Galway direction called Aughrim. Um, and then you had the siege of Limerick, which is be further south. So um, there was fighting in this area, or there was units moving through this area around that time of the Jacobites and stuff like that. So there would have been. Um, you had the formation of what was called the Clare Militia, which was there were the Clare Militia. The Clare Militia were farmers and stuff like that that were basically used as police force and things like that as well. But yeah, Darren, evening. Hello, how are you, Darren? David, evening. Mohammed, hello, how are you? Evening. Definitely British. They were anti-Cromwell, maybe from Lancashire. I'll look into it. I'll find out more. Remains of the royalists. Yeah, I'll definitely look into that and find out. Um, he is not a nice man, Cromwell. Um, Cromwell is not very well liked in Ireland. I suppose everyone knows that. Uh, um, he he wasn't very well. But the thing about Cromwell was certain parts of Cromwell he didn't want to be in Ireland. Well, William of Orange more so did not want to be in Ireland. Cromwell had this thing for the Irish where he was just ruthless. Um, he was ruthless towards British people as well, but he came up with this thing to Heller to Connacht, where it was like literally we're pushing and taking your lands, and you have a choice. You can go to Connacht, or we'll kill you. To Heller to Connacht, and what he used to say about this area as well, which is just out in the old. It would have fell on the Connacht border, Munster Connacht border. This area where I'm from. What he said about this was the rubbish land. It was no good to um, plant landowners and stuff like that here because the land wasn't that very good. And what he said about the area, the Burn area, which is, believe it or not, it's where they actually send their equipment here to train on and practice because it's that rocky type of uh, ground that they use in Mars and all these places for the rovers and things like that. But what he said about the Burn area was there's not enough Not enough earth to bury a man, not enough water to drown a man, and not enough trees to hang a man. So that's what he thought of the area. Um, Burning, possibly we'll look into Cromwell was not liked in England either. Yeah, he's like Marmite. You either love him or hate him. He's one of those words. Or his brother. Cromwell's brother, was he a bit of a prat as well? Good evening, a bit late, but I'm here. No problem, my MRT. Hello, how are you? I hope you're keeping well. So, guys, it is actually, believe it or not, it's 9:15. So if you want to use your last 15 minutes and just start throwing questions at me, it would be really, really appreciated. Because I have to cut the live stream a bit short tonight because I have stuff to do. I've finished doing just kit stuff, and then I have to prep for, because I'm back working tomorrow, so I have to prep for that. So I have to get lunches and stuff made. So yeah, so busy, 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 busy as always. But yeah, the Burn area where I come from, the Mars rover was sent over here to test on the. Look up the Burn, County Clare, guys. Look it up online, and you'll actually see how bad and how rugged the ground is. NASA has sent uh, their astronauts and stuff were sent over here to train for the initial moon landings. They tested the moon rovers or whatever you want to call them here in Clare. Um, it's barren. It is barren. You should come and see it. um, so there you go. Burn on the moon, on the moor. Yeah, it's nothing here. Anyone going to Chinley? I'm not anyway. I don't know if any of the boys are. Jim Timber just reminded me of a joke stand. Girl to attend a wedding. She asks mother, will the bride dressed in white? Mom replied, white is the colour of happiness. But then why is the groom wearing black? I'm listening, just cooking as well. Top multitasking skills. Yes, men are able to multitask as well. The caves are good. The caves in the Burn, you have two famous caves. One is called Alawi, and the other is called Doolin Cave. Very original name, but yeah, there you go. Real PPSH43 magazines do not fit Denix PPSH41 replicas. Just found out. I hope you haven't broke either of them. One of the PPSs has one is PPSH. One is a PPS and one is a PPSH. There you go, Stan. I might explain it. But Dave, you're very, very smart. Oh, sorry. Different weapon systems. So, what should I make for my lunch tomorrow, guys? The choice is ham and cheese, ham and potatoes. Yeah, choices. What should we do? Right, guys. So it is a tenta. So you have the usual. You know the usual. 5 minutes there to think of any questions and start throwing them at me before we go home or before we all go on our separate ways. Baked beans with ham and cheese. Ugh. I suppose it could actually. Could. Definitely could. Uh, Potato. What else? Raw. Jacket potato with beans. Mm, that'd be nice. Mm, might do that. But I'd have to prep. And boil potatoes tonight so I can microwave them then tomorrow. Yes! We need to do that. Need to do that. Baked potato with ham and cheese. Yes, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We're getting there. Uh, Potato. Beans on toast. No, not for lunch. I have working knowledge of things, Red Army. Uh, I'm having baked potato and tuna. No, don't do fish. Sorry, don't do fish. David, ham and cheese as a fast sandwich. Mm. Beans on toast, as known as skinheads on a raft. Hmm. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with jacket potato. Jacket potato and beans. Sounds like a plan. I was just a part of a British 24 ration pack yesterday. I had all day breakfast and vanilla cake. Very nice, very heavy. Um, that was probably about the only edible thing in some of the ration packs was the all day breakfast. You used to be able to get you got beans and sausage or you got an all day breakfast. And the one thing with the bacon in the all day breakfast was uh, it was bloody salty. You would drink a lot after it. No fish on a Friday. No, I don't. I don't do fish at all. I just don't like fish. I'm just not a fish guy. I used to go fishing. I used to go fishing a lot and sport fishing, catch and release. Um, but I never ever enjoyed eating fish. I don't know. Bacon grill. Yeah, bacon grill. Sounds nice. Right, guys, it's that time of the evening. We've had a lovely chat. We've had a lovely live stream. As I said, keep tuned for over the weekend. There will be some videos coming up. If you haven't watched the video on the Clare Abbey, please go and watch it now this evening before I go, and or before you decide to hang up on the YouTube for the night, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think, guys. So stay safe, enjoy yourselves over the week and over the weekend. Have a good weekend, and I will see you all same time, same channel next Friday at 8 o'clock. And hopefully at that stage I will be back from my travels around Northern Ireland after collecting stuff to bring to the Living History UK Festival for the guys over there. So have a good one, enjoy yourselves, lads, and I'll see you all again.